Man who struck fear into the tri-state for months is up for parole. Dale Jackson, dubbed the Senior Stalker, has been in prison for more than 30 years.
Local 12's Christian Hauser live in our studio with more on Jackson's attacks and also why the county prosecutor wants your help to keep him locked up. Christian?
Dale Jackson robbed and assaulted more than a dozen senior citizens during a 6-month period starting in 1987. Because of the ages of his victims, he was given that moniker Senior Stalker. Now, Jackson admitted to targeting at least 15 victims between the fall of '87 until the time of his arrest in March of '88. Now, his youngest victim was 61 years old, while the oldest was 95. At 72 years old now, he served 36 years of his 90 to 150-year sentence, but he is eligible for parole. So Hamilton County Prosecutor Connie Pillich is urging the public to write the parole board, asking them to deny Jackson granting parole.
These victims, to my knowledge, the actual victims, they were as old as 95. They're not with us anymore. So it's up to us to be their voice and speak up about this horrific crime.
This in mind, this happened nearly 40 years ago. Former Local 12 reporter Deb Dixon covered the cases from start to conviction and sentencing. I spoke with her about what it was like while the assaults were happening in the tri-state.
This community was terrified, frozen in fear. This is not the kind of crime that we had back then. These are innocent, vulnerable senior citizens in their home, and someone has picked them out because they are good victims, breaking in and beating them, strangling them.
Now, Dixon spoke with several of the victims. At the time, they wanted to share their story in the hopes of helping to get that suspect caught before he attacked again. She says she's usually the type to believe someone deserves a second chance. That's not the case with Jackson.
All these victims, they spent the rest of their lives afraid to be in their own home, afraid to go out, afraid to sit on their front porch, afraid, I mean, he's arrested perhaps, but afraid someone else was going to come back. So I'm thinking, what price should he pay for destroying the rest of their lives?
Dale Jackson has been locked up at the Pickway Correctional Facility southwest of Columbus since February of 1989. Jackson's next parole hearing is August 30th, so you have until then to submit a letter to the parole board. We'll follow up and let you know if he's granted that parole. I'm Christian Hauser. Back to you.
Now, if you want to submit a comment to the parole board, pretty easy to do. The prosecutor has a webpage that will detail the attacks Jackson committed, as well as a way to directly message the board and make your voice heard. Just open up the Local 12 News app and click on the Senior Stalker article to get that link.